Man, these dudes straight up cut the power off, bro. Like 6:55 a.m. What's up with that? Luckily, I still had some hot water in the bathtub so I could hop on in there and get me a scrubbed up dub, boys. But now it's time to get this day going. They told me to be out for about an hour. I said, hey, you gotta eat, brother, because I'm not coming back. You guys know what time it is? What time is it? It's motivational day. Now I'm tired of you guys talking, okay? You're talking. I want to start seeing some walking, okay? I'm tired of it. Stop talking, start walking. Stop talking, start walking. I don't even know. Start talking, stop talking, stop talking, start walking. Do you feel me? Now get your butt up. Find something that's gonna make you move your whole butt. And get out there and get it done.
Now this baby's covered, fellas. Good thing it's just a mulch. Just have at it. Need some shrub trimming. Won't pay for it though. Just getting done, fellas. I'm about to flip my crap on this freaking yard. That white house right there behind me, right there, got chewed out by that lady because all these leaves that we're doing a mulch job, mulching up the leaves on, she wanted us to bag them and put them in her backyard around her tree. And I told her that was just not possible. And she didn't like that. I said, ma'am, this woman is paying for us to mulch the leaves. That's what we're gonna do. She wants us to mulch the leaves. Well, would it be that much harder to just bag them and take them over and put them behind my house, behind my tree? Yeah, it would be. And about 1,000 times longer, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe if I had a clamshell, but I don't have a clamshell. So, ridiculous, man. And then this woman, you see this little strip here? That little strip right there? Okay. She comes over. Hey, you're gonna clean those up, right? I said, no, ma'am. Well, you guys blew them over here. I said, well, the property line's only 2 foot high, 2 foot wide, ma'am. I said, you know, it's in reality about 4 foot, wide enough for the deck. So I came this way, come towards the road, towards me, came that way, came that way, and blew them inward, okay? And then I went ahead and mulched up the front yard, okay? Well, she didn't like that. She thinks we should clean that whole entire line up. And I said, ma'am, the tree is in your yard. They're your leaves. You see that? That tree is in her yard. The majority of those are her. Vince, did you just poke me in my butt with that?
Yeah. Should I make you drop the phone?
This dude just poked the tube into my rear. I'm starting to wonder about Vince. So, yeah, I'm over this one. Probably not coming back. This is a first year customer. This was one of those ones you just take because you want lawns. And I don't want to get rid of her because she has been a loyal customer for 5-6 years now. But the neighbors might have ruined that one today. Alright, fellas. Last mow for the year on this one. Let's take a quick look at it. That's a wrap. We probably won't ever do this one again. This house is up for sale through an investment company. We were supposed to do the landscaping on this one, but that kind of got retracted, I think, a little bit after we shot them the price to redo everything around the perimeter here. It was a pretty big job whenever we bidded it, I don't know, 3 months ago, and I don't think they were looking to invest that kind of money into it. But so we just continued mowing it. That's what they wanted. We were supposed to do this field here because that's the properties too. All right, fellas, we're just wrapping this one up. Kind of goes back into the left there, like an L. But I wanted to talk real quick because this customer is a prime example of what I want to discuss real quick. Okay. We as business owners, we want to make the most amount of money. But as you have to look at business from a customer standpoint also. Move out of the road a little bit here. And this customer, she stopped mowing probably a month ago. And I understand, you know, money gets tight, especially when you're getting close to holidays. So she's asked me almost every single year to do a form of leaf cleanup. And I noticed last year that as listening to her, that she really didn't care to have them removed. She really just wanted them to be, you know, not having the leaves all over the freaking yard, if you know what I'm saying. And if you pay attention to what your customers are saying, you can sometimes cut them a little bit better of a deal. And I say that like this. Okay, typically I would say, hey, let's do a leaf cleanup. Come in, mulch them up, bag them, remove them from the property. And that's what we've done in the past on this property. And it gets a little pricey. It's time consuming. You know, this yard's a lot bigger than what it looks. There's fences. There's fences completely around the property. A 4 foot in the front and, you know, 5.5 foot in the back there. So it takes a lot of time to work all those leaves away from the fence. Yada, yada, yada. Bag them. Put them in the truck. You know, the truck has to be out here on the road. There's no way of getting up that little alley thing that they have there that her and other properties back here share. There's no way I could block it off, if you know what I'm saying. So it takes a long time to go all the way from back there up here to bag. So what I went ahead and did is I said, hey, you know, I was listening to her, and she, you know, she's like, hey, I don't need them removed. I just want them cut up so they're, you know, I just don't have a whole yard. You see that guy's property right there, right? Hold on, let me see. Right here. The property line goes right along that. Now that's what the whole yard looked like. It had leaves all over it like that. She just didn't want that because they mat up, they get stuck to the dog's feet, and then they drag them in the house. She walks through the yard, same exact thing. So long story short, what I ended up doing is I said, hey, why don't we just do a really fine mulch? We'll just cut them up. I'll run them over 3-4 times. You know, we'll still blow everything out around the fences. And, you know, we'll just mulch them up. We won't remove anything. And it saves me time. It saves her money. So it's a win-win for both of us. So make sure you guys, the key to this whole story is make sure you guys are listening to your customers, because sometimes you can make something like this, which is a big pain in the A, turn into something that, you know, is quicker, more profitable, and you don't have to take a trip to the dump. I mean, whatever. So saves her some money, saves me some time, and saves some work, honestly, from having to take them all from way back there. And it looks good, you know, for what it is, for not being mowed for almost a month now. So Vince is back there finishing off, blowing around the fence, and we're gonna get on to the next one. Bet you guys don't go to your local Menards or Lowe's or wherever and they have a horse tie up. Hey man, the Amish don't bother nobody in our area. They're off in the distance around the area, but they still have to come somewhat to town. This ain't really the town, this is kind of the outskirts here, but it would be considered probably coming to town for them. So don't bother me none. Hard workers from all I've ever heard. She's ignoring me.
Alright, let's see. Marcelli?
place is pretty sweet. It's got a lot of history from the area. Trying to not be rude to people. Alright guys, I got the Cleveland steak. And Savannah got the mighty macaroni and cheese sandwich. Yummy. So what'd you think, babe?
I thought it was good.
Good?
Who you looking at? Keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money. Better give it a thumbs up too. I'ma haunt you in your sleep.